Hey everybody, it's thiC216 again with some VR graffiti in Kingspray. Today we're starting off with obviously the background color, or the color I'll be using as my eraser during the first lines. A little bit of a gray today. I'm usually not into gray, but today I kind of felt like, a nice, simple, easy background, and then maybe the piece will have a little bit more color. I always like spraying the edge there. It looks so crisp, especially in the game. In real life, you get like the splatters, and it's not always consistent, but this game is nice and crisp. Alright, starting off with the first lines. I'm using a nice pink to kind of highlight and shine through anything else I'm doing later on. And today, the theme is kind of like an edgier, like literal edgier, not like the edgy kids from high school kind of edgy, just lots of corners and whatnot. But I figured this would be a nice change of pace. I usually do kind of like a bubbly style of lettering because I'm not good at straight lines, but here we go, you know what I mean? Moving on to the eye, I definitely wanted to break away from the traditional just like stick with a dot on top, and figured I make it like a smaller capital I with some style. Maybe that would kind of make it look a little different, a little nicer. Almost done with the last C, and I'm taking a look at it. It looks okay. And then I kind of realized at about that point that I wasn't really too fond of the style, but I moved on to the fill anyway. We've got this very nice and bright blue, one of my favorite shades of blue. It just really takes over and catches your eye wherever you're at. You see it and you're just like, wow, that's a good blue. The fill-in is one of the most therapeutic parts for me because I can just kind of fill in a shape and let my OCD tendencies kind of ease. It's definitely the most satisfying part, seeing the punchy color kind of take over that gray space. There we go after the fill-in, and this is pretty much when I decided that I didn't really like the shape of these letters at all. I mean, the shape is okay, but the style, So I used the darker blue to kind of fix the outline, and the gray to kind of erase what I didn't like, and I kind of reshaped the style that I had put up here because I just wasn't happy with it. The corners didn't look good to me. I don't know. So I just kind of made it a little bit more rounded with a little bit more of a kind of like tapering to a point vibe. I just thought it looked a little bit better. It had to take some time and adjust all the lines I had made before. But, I feel like it worked out a lot better overall. And then for these parts that were kind of like turned over and showing a different side of the block, I put in a darker, like kind of middle value blue in between the two that I already put up. And there we go with the fixed style and the new shading on the letters. Looking much better in my opinion. And then we start on some yellow accent effects. I really like these. They look all swooshy and fun. There we go. The big yellow swooshes. Those are the best. The best feeling ones. There we go. I've got all the yellow effects on there. And now I'm pretty sure it's time to fix these outlines. They're looking a little bit hectic, a little bit scary. Oh, no, first is the shadow. Can't forget about the shadow. That'll kind of fix the edges around the letters too a little bit. But I just picked a darker gray to go against this gray background. Nothing too crazy today. There we go, nice little shadow to make the whole thing pop off of the wall. And now is the time to fix those outlines, those nice, thick, juicy outlines, to make them look crisp, make them look real good and flowy, not so jagged and sketchy. Definitely one of the best parts to look at, though, seeing these nice fat lines appear. And then lastly, I wanted to add some stuff to the sides, some other effects, just little droplets in the same style. Figured it was a little boring with just the piece on gray with a basic shadow, so I added just a little something extra. And there we go. That's pretty much the finished style, finished piece. I love doing it. Hope you guys enjoyed watching me make it. Follow me on YouTube and Instagram and Redbubble at thic216. Have a great day, you guys. See you in the next one.